Warning: this podcast contains potty mouths, disrespectful tomfoolery, senseless banter, and spits in the face of all that is considered decent human behavior. Viewer discretion advised. This show is for scum.
Guns. Well, speaking about stirring, we're starting. There's going to be guns, tractors, and beers. It's going to be great.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right. America. Might as well throw a bald eagle in there.
That works.
And a fucking big old Chevy V8.
It's still
And you pretty much got America right there.
We can't throw a bald eagle in yet because it's still cold. They don't shave their mullets off till summertime.
No, I had one in my yard not that long ago. I'll show you a video right now.
Nice.
No, I'm serious.
I believe it.
I really hope it's nesting in that tree because I've seen it in there twice now.
Hey.
That same tree. Oh, I'm not even near the fucking microphone. And I'm talking backwards. You guys are just looking at the back. Jesus Christ.
We'll be right back. All right, and now we're back.
Yeah.
Welcome to Beers in the Bush.
Beers in the Bush. Yeah, whatever.
All right, hit me.
Here we are. So, oh man, which one do I start with here? All right, so let's talk about this. We already touched on it. This bald eagle in my yard. That was in my yard. I don't know.
And for the respect of the bald eagle, I'll grab a beer.
There you go. And
Tell us about this eagle.
it was, it's in a tree by the road, but I've seen it in there twice now, and I really hope
Nesting.
it's going to nest there, dude, because that's going to make my 4th of July party.
Hell yeah.
Like, there's literally a bald eagle in the biggest tree in my yard.
That's badass.
4th of July.
But for comical reasons.
No, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That first bottle
a firework to it or something.
That first bottle rocket you light off hits the nest, and you hear the baby. No, fuck.
Well, they'll be grown by then.
Oh, they'll be grown. It'll be good.
They're probably laying eggs.
We do not endorse the killing of aminals.
Aminals.
Cool aminals.
Yeah.
Danimals.
Especially American animals. Don't fuck with our animals. But yeah, that was really cool. It was like screeching and fucking.
Nice.
It was fucking awesome.
It's probably gonna nest. If that's like the tallest tree there too, for sure.
Yeah, it's
got the lake.
I wouldn't say it's the tallest, but it's definitely like the most accessible, just because it's along the road.
I gotcha.
And it is a pretty tall tree. It's probably the tallest tree along the road.
I gotcha.
So that makes sense. I do have a tree in my yard that is probably as old as this country.
Nice. I believe it.
It takes 3 or 4 people, like, armed to get around the trunk. Like, if I were to measure it, it'd probably be 9 feet in diameter. Like, it's big.
Nice.
It's an elm tree. And it's fucking, oh man, that thing's massive.
Do those elves live in there that make the elven
dude,
fudge?
I wish Keebler elves lived in there, dude. I would want some crackers. Yeah.
So round 1, eagle.
That was one of those Energizer Bunny pisses, man. Just kept going.
Hell yeah.
It was the broken seal, though.
Oh.
So, and that one's always usually longer.
It's all good.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure you caught that. No, it's true, though. It's true, though.
The broken seal's always
Or it's just the fact that you're drinking and you really don't care for how long you're pissing for, and you just don't really notice.
This is true.
I don't know. It really all depends. But I always feel like the seal is the longest piss. For me, at least. I don't know. It might be different with people.
It'll change in the 30s.
It might be different
It's
with
worse.
females. Who knows, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
How
worst.
their bladders work with the ovaries and stuff in the way.
I had a... Well, what the hell do I call her? I guess, well, we'll call her an acquaintance. Would push down on her stomach
Yeah.
to, like, stop the pee or something. Yeah,
What?
I don't know. Her bladder was weird.
This is
Weird. A weird
so
bird.
like pushing it like
Yeah,
a
weird
wine
bird.
bag to
Yeah,
try
like
to
a
force
wine
more
bag.
out?
To
Or-
force it back in or something.
Oh,
I don't
shit.
know. Weird bird. But,
All right.
yeah, the worst is, I don't know who designed
Probably not healthy.
Probably not healthy at all, no. And the,
Kidney stones for sure.
yeah, or UTIs or who the fuck knows.
All of them.
Something, all the above. The worst is Porter Johns. Because whoever designed these new ones are outhouses for the common folk.
I've never been
Like in
a
any
newer porta potty. I haven't been in a porta potty in years, to be
well,
honest.
whoever designed these new ones, it's like for someone who's 6'5" with a micro or something like that, because it's like it's like that, like a V, but up high. So you gotta lean like Fat Joe, just lean. I gotta lean back and like arch that motherfucker
Wow.
up and in, like balling.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's shooting threes like
Yeah,
Kobe.
exactly. Just fucking LeBron James in it all day.
You should paint some fucking lines in the
Yeah.
bottom of it. 1, 2, 3.
Pretty much,
You
but
should.
then it's
Make the little
like
circles and
I don't get like women are like you gotta watch like for a man they're like you gotta wash your hands after you pee, and I'm like nah, you open up the zip, pop open the button, open up the zip, then you fucking thumb your boxers.
right over. Yeah.
You thumb your
know.
boxers over,
gonna touch my shit at
over
all.
and down, and you just fucking balance that motherfucker right on there. You ain't touching nothing. But the thing is, these motherfuckers are fucking this. They're high,
Yeah.
and you're lean back, and then when you come forward, it's like you basically gotta sling that sucker. At least for me, you gotta sling that sucker to the side and like drop the fucking rest on the fucking floor. Because God forbid you're up high
Yeah.
and you think you're done, but you know
Oh yeah.
you fucking fold her back in, and it just goes all the way down the leg into the fucking sock with the extra, the excess, and your workday is
That's why
fucked.
you shake.
Even if you shake, I'm shaking so far up high. There's just. I don't know. There's a lot left, man. Fucking
I'm
welcome
sorry,
to your
listen.
30s. This is your future. Like,
I mean, I'm 29.
just gotta exactly. You
It's
got
not
a
ruining here.
couple more
last
bets.
year.
Yeah, fucking enjoy
9
shaking
more
it.
months.
Enjoy shaking it twice and just being like, oh, I'm not gay. You know me, I'm shaking it. Over
I was shaking too
9,000
much, you're
times.
just playing with it.
Yeah, fucking. How many times did you shake that dick? Over 9,000. Like it's just.
Wow. Jesus fucking Christ.
Welcome to the show. We are
Yeah.
more than
Honestly,
one
this
beer
is
deep.
probably 5 beers deep at this
This is
point.
5 years deep at this point.
I
So
think this
yeah,
is
we missed
maybe
it.
4, and I'm almost done.
Same here.
But no, yeah. And then let me tell you how my day started this morning. Okay, so brief background: girlfriend lives. I stayed there last night. All
Nice.
right. Currently, my daily driver Honda Civic is down at the time, so I'm driving my race car, the Integra, which I brought here.
Nice. How many speeding tickets today have you got?
None.
Oh, there
None.
you go.
But come out. So actually, no. Yeah, I'll start with this. Yeah, stayed at my girlfriend's house in the Integra. No heat, no nothing. It was kind of cold this morning.
Oh.
That's just whatever,
Yeah.
And the little dinger that goes when you leave your lights on
Yeah.
quit working in that thing.
Nice. Nice.
So apparently yesterday when I got there at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon or some shit, I just left my lights on.
Oh.
Didn't realize it, alright? Came out this morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Cold, kind of shitty out. Came out, got in the car, nothing.
Jesus.
Looked, left the lights on. Turned the light switch off. It's like, fuck. What am I going to do? I didn't have my jump pack because I was in the car that I don't drive every day. And it's just, So I pushed it across like 2 parking lots, trying to bump start it. Tried to bump start it like 3 times. Nothing, because it didn't have any battery to prime the fuel pump. So I had to call my boss to come jump my car for me.
Oh God. That's a
And
shitty start.
which is good. He lives like the next town over,
All right.
and he goes by there to get on the highway to come to work.
Gotcha.
So He came, helped me jump my car, and then all day was running through the back of my head is like, I'm probably going to be telling that guy that I'm working here for 2 more weeks
Oh, Jesus.
next week. And he just went out of his way at 5 something in the morning to come jump my car in a parking lot.
So I'll tell you how you do this. How you should play this. That's hard.
That's just another reason why fuck. I keep coming up with reasons why I shouldn't leave, not reasons why I should.
Gotcha.
Like, I have reasons why I should, but I don't know. My mind just keeps going to. I don't know, man.
It's your it's your life.
Oh, I know it is.
And I think how you should play this is, I think, I don't have to be weird about it, but I think you should, because you guys have like 10 years, you said?
11.
Like 11.
2014.
Like, hey, can we go out, like, make it simple. Like, hey, can we go out and get a beer? Or like,
He
hey,
doesn't
after.
drink.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, he would probably think it's fucking weird if I asked him out to like dinner or something, dude. Like, it's something I'm gonna have to like
Yeah.
walk into his office and be like, yo.
Yeah.
And like close the door. And then he's gonna be like, oh shit. Because I only walk in there and close the door when it comes down to like, you know, business.
That's a rough
On
one.
my end, you know what I mean?
That's a rough one.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's just what's been running through my head all day. I was like, dude, this guy went above and beyond to come help me at 5:30 in the morning. And I'm going to be telling him I have a better job offer and I'm leaving next week. Probably. I mean, we'll see how Friday goes. It's not a definite.
So, like coffee?
He does like coffee.
You drink coffee?
I do.
Give him some Black Rifle coffee.
No,
Or
what
just
I would-
give him like
what I'm gonna
like
do-
a leaving present or something.
No, so what I do need to do is, since he did help me this morning, he loves September's Farms chocolate milk in the glass bottle.
Oh, there you go.
And then he likes their cheese too, so I think I'm going to give him a couple things of cheese and then one of those big fuckers of chocolate milk.
Yeah, something
Be
like
"Fuck,
that.
Man, this is for helping me.
Exactly.
This is for helping me the other day. I think I'm going to do that Monday.
Yeah, you should do that Monday. I think, regardless,
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
going
then
to.
just be like, look, I'm giving you the sweet before I give you the sour, and here's the skinny type sort of thing. That is rough. That is a rough one.
Yeah, I know. And now I'm like, because I've had this job, like, I've been thinking about this job for the past, like, week and a half. You know what I mean? Like, I literally submitted my application, and 45 minutes later, they called me.
That's something.
Well, it's because of what I do for a living in my resume. First of all, I've worked at the same place for 11 years.
Yeah.
Does that not show like commitment or like
Exactly.
you know it's
Exactly.
like there's not a lot of people that can say that now other than like older people
Yeah. That's true.
like every one of my friends has changed jobs like probably within the last 3 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I've literally been at the same place since I've started working in high school.
Exactly. You got to outweigh the.
So people look at that like, damn, he's 29 years old, but yeah, he's been at the same place for 11, his whole career.
There's a reason you're looking for something else.
It is.
And
It's
there's
money.
there's a reason that they got back to you as quickly as they did. So I take
Yeah.
that as a sign. As
And you know
on the
what's
right
crazy? Because like when I applied for the application, I even put in like more money than the ad was offering.
oh wow, and they're
Like
like,
by
all right.
like quite a few dollars.
Hey,
45 minutes later, they called me.
yeah.
So like, yeah, unless there's literally nobody else applying for this position.
It's not like there's nobody
Which
else
I don't
applying
think
for the
that
position.
is, to
There's
be
nobody.
honest.
There's probably nobody else like you with the dedication and
And being this young.
Yeah, and everything else. And to try and find a young person
Yeah.
that
well,
you can tell is dedicated
Right.
through their work
as
history.
as a golf course mechanic, I do go to like seminars at like the John Deere dealer and a Toro dealer and stuff like that. And like every time I go, I am the youngest one there.
Yeah.
Like a lot of guys get into this field because they don't want to work on cars anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of guys.
You
come
get
from the
old
automotive
50-year-old
industry.
grease monkeys that are
But I
like,
have been noticing the past couple of years there's been a lot of younger guys coming into it,
yeah.
which is good.
That
You
should
know
also
what I
be a
mean?
good thing to know that if there's more younger guys outreaching for mechanical,
That actually understand that there's
your
money in
boss
this.
your boss will find somebody
Yeah.
who will be mechanically.
Like if you would have asked me when I was 15 years old if there's money in working on lawnmowers, I would have said, "Fuck no."
Yeah, exactly. Hey.
Now, yeah,
Oh yeah.
it just all depends on where you are, dude. There's no money in it if you're at a landscaping company. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
No money.
This is true.
Dealerships and golf courses. That's it. But the golf course is tough. You just have to find the right one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's none around here that want to pay me good. You know, I
Exactly.
don't want to drive to the city. That's pretty much what it is. There's a lot towards the city that are open and
Well, you're trying to get,
paying really good, but I don't want
yeah, not only that, but you're trying to get your own place. You
to.
know,
Right. Like,
I would assume at some point you and the lady want to settle down, have kids, you know,
Maybe,
all that
yeah.
stuff or something. You know, you want to better your future.
yeah,
And
exactly.
there ain't nothing wrong with bettering your future.
Right.
You know, even if there's good people, you gotta either not say leave behind, but you gotta
Put to the side.
put to the side for your thing. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And the people that give a shit about you will be
stick
okay
around,
with
yeah.
that. Oh yeah, I mean, ironically, the case of what I said with the pissing and that the acquaintance chick was like I had my blood, like best friend blood, not talk to me for years when I was with that person. And now we're still blood, like blood, thicker than ever, thieves,
Yeah.
and all everything else.
But yeah,
And it's like, you know, he wasn't like
it went this way.
exactly,
You know,
exactly.
like a vag.
Yes, yeah, exactly, pretty much. Vag will split things up sometimes.
I'm sorry.
like, you know,
I made that. I made the shape,
Yeah,
and I just
it happens.
Yeah,
it's a good, it's a good analogy. But you know,
honestly,
Dix
the
will
fork in the road is what I
Yeah.
probably should have said.
exactly. Yeah, Dix will split up the women too, or whatever.
that-
too.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
Vice versa. But
Exactly.
yeah. No, I'm proud of you, buddy. I'm happy. I'm excited
So
for you.
We'll see where it goes, man.
2026. The beers have run out. The beers
Honestly,
have run out.
not honestly. Now that you mention that, we did the whole apocalypse one episode. We talked about that. What we would do. We would have to take over a beer distributor.
Pretty much.
We would have to. I'm too lazy to make beer, dude. I'm not doing that.
I didn't figure out the copper stuff, but
No, I could do that. That's
you
easy.
just be making moonshine. Though,
That's
or
easy. Yeah, but I like.
wine.
Yeah, but I want beer. Beer's just like one of those things you could literally kick back,
Yeah, but there's this
throw a
too.
couple down. Well, yeah,
Everyone-
you can grow that.
Everyone's like, I can.
I can grow whatever you want.
Yeah, true.
I have a pretty good green thumb, to be honest.
I'd like to get into more of that this spring. But
Now, like what? Like vegetables or like flowers? Because I can help you with either or.
probably veg, but like specific. Like I don't
Okay.
need fucking
Peppers.
corn and all that. Peppers.
So
yeah.
you're talking like peppers.
cilantro, shit like that. I don't know. if
I'm
you
not
do
helping you with
up here.
cilantro, bro. That shit tastes like stink bugs.
Yeah, that's the thing. You either have it or you don't
I don't
with the
no,
taste.
No,
But
dude, it
certain
tastes
herbs.
like stink bugs.
certain herbs and
I
certain
don't, dude.
peppers.
I heard that one time, and then it's just stuck in my brain ever since. Because every time I taste it, I taste a stink bug.
It's either stink
Like
bug
the smell of a stink bug, it tastes like that.
or alfalfa. That's another one I've heard.
I don't mind it.
Not alfalfa, but some sort of like
Something like that.
grass. That they,
Barley.
yeah, alfalfa is actually
Wheat.
a nice smell. to
No,
it.
I love alfalfa.
Alfalfa's got a great smell to it.
Did you guys used to plant that on the farm?
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, that
Oh, yeah.
was probably
Alfalfa was a
the
good
best to harvest.
Oh yeah. That and
I've always wanted to drive a combine, dude.
I never got to drive one of them.
Oh,
Besides
shit.
back and forth, on the farm, but I never
Yeah.
operated, the combine type sort of deal.
Harvested.
Well, we have the combines that would spontaneously combust as
Oh,
well, like the
yeah.
old ones, old style.
Oh, those are the good ones.
They are the good ones. They are the good ones. I don't know. I might have sat on my dad's lap as a young chap,
Yeah.
and
Dumb.
still.
No, dude,
Wheel.
I feel like that would be the fucking coolest job, man. That's another thing too. Like, I would love to be like a mechanic at like an industrial farm or something.
Maybe badass.
That'd
My
be fun.
my brothers both went out to fucking Wyoming
Yeah.
to do the combine harvest
Oh
with the
shit.
wheat and all that stuff. And,
Wow.
yeah, pretty
And you
crazy
didn't?
stuff. No, I was
In Arizona.
young. I was probably like 13, 10,
Oh.
13 when they were doing that.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to do that shit, dude. I would really love to just get behind that thing. And I play a lot of farming simulators, so you could probably know.
No, I get it. There's something peaceful about like. For me, most I did was like dealing with hay, like tedding
Right.
hay and all that stuff, and it's peaceful. The most stressful time was corn harvest because we did the style of chopper runs and
Oh.
then shoots it into the side
Yeah.
of a trailer that you're
Yeah.
hauling with a tractor.
So
but
you
you-
gotta keep pace
You have to A, keep pace,
to
B,
load it right.
listen. You gotta listen for especially the older choppers because they bog down and they'll
You gotta slow down.
and once you gotta fucking shift out, back up, make sure nothing misses
Yeah.
and everything. So you're like
Shit.
you're sitting like this, and you're looking behind you,
Yeah.
judging your speed. You're also looking forward, making sure you're not going left or right or left.
Right.
And it's like everything's happening a million miles a minute.
Oh yeah. I know.
But then you're out on the road and you see it, and they're like, "Oh, they're going so slow and majestically," and it's just like,
No, dude.
like it's crazy.
No, I could relate because I used to do a lot of like the spraying at my work on like the sprayers and like fertilizing and doing all that kind of shit. And like it's the same thing. Like, yeah, you're going, 4 miles an hour, but the terrain's not flat. You're not always going in a straight line. So you got to make sure you're lined up with the foam markers and stuff like that. And then with the not flat terrain, you have to make sure your booms aren't scraping the ground when you're going. So I'm like running switches through the steering wheel like I'm driving an old 1960s Mac with 2 sticks. And yeah, dude, it was just great while maintaining pressure and RPM. Because the pressure went with RPM. So, like, you had to make sure you were always at that RPM and that pressure was good, and your shit wasn't scraping, and your shit's not lined up, and that all the nozzles are spraying and one's not clogged, and
Getting anxiety just thinking about it.
dude, yeah, it was terrible. Just to spray grass.
Yeah, just to spray grass, and it's like
Imagine
grass.
it being a cornfield and you're next to a 30,000-pound combine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we're close to the road.
Right.
So you get out to the road part there, making the turns and everything else, and making sure that doesn't overspray and hit some car, and that car crashes into a telephone pole or something. Like,
No, yeah.
stuff gets wild. So
Yeah.
it's a wild anxiety-driven
exactly- yeah.
time.
Right.
And speaking of plants and anxiety, I am done with tomato sauce before night. So the tomatoes are goddamn, my phone going off and throwing me off track. The tomatoes are nightshades and a variety of vegetables. They're like a nightshade vegetable.
Okay.
And technically, they're not good for you. I mean, they are, but they aren't. Like, kind of the cons outweigh the pros. Like, some people eat tomatoes, like tomato sauce, and it gives them nightmares.
What?
Yeah. Like crazy dreams. And fucking right before bed. And I'm talking, like, I probably had, like, one of the most, not to get personal on whatever this is, 5 beers deep or
What-
a beer
whatever.
in the bush, whatever this will be. But I had like a lot of like built up shit just fucking spill out of me last night
Oh, boy.
before I even went to bed, and I put my mom's signature Pizza Hut pizza sauce on some food or whatever.
Yeah.
Ate that shit, went to bed like right after that. And when I tell you I had the most vivid fucking like heart pounding fucking anxiety filled fucking dreams, like waking up, like hanging out with a buddy, and then like I'm thinking, oh, we're leaving, but what? Like fucking wake up, and like the dude's like across from me, like I'm sleeping this way to my head, he's sleeping this way to his head, type sort of thing. I'm like, what the fuck you doing in my bed? Blah blah blah. And then I'm like, oh, this ain't my bed. Like, where the fuck are we? Blah blah blah. Being in some fucking trap house, sort of hearing people fucking argue this, that, and the other. Like
Jesus.
having to be like, where the fuck's my truck? Like, oh fuck. Like, who drove? Where's my truck?
Right.
Like this shit. Go outside and there's like a bike, and there's like, well, there's your bike, and I'm like, my bike?
You own a bike?
Yeah, and having to fucking weasel my way out of blah blah blah, and fucking get the fuck on my bike, and yeah, which I don't have. So I'm like driving a bike in my dream, and I'm like, I'm not good at driving bikes, really. You know, like the real life thing kicked in, and it's like having to go through fucking woods and fucking rocks and shit on like a fucking Harley type sort of setup bike, and all this other shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, like type sort of thing, to like, you're almost home, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh thank god I'm fucking awake, and I'm like looking at my door, and I'm like, fucking my boots are at my door, and like this furniture and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this? I look out, and there's like some fucking demon like peering into the fucking thing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, wait, demon, fucking furniture at the door, and I'm like, fuck, I'm in another dream. Just, yeah, fucking. So Nightshades, you can go fuck yourselves. I'm done.
Okay.
Like, you boys got some demons. Like, apparently. Yeah.
Tomato sauce brings it out.
Tomato sauce brings it out. Yeah. So.
The more you know. The more you know.
It's a good time. Just a whole stress, anxiety-filled fucking night.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
I got real good sleep. That 10 o'clock snooze button. You know, that's the only time. Because after 8 hours of sleep, I need a nap. A 10-minute one.
Yeah.
So you get the best sleep. Last night.
So, recently, we got a new grease gun.
Oh.
And I know you're not a mechanic.
Battery operated?
You're probably not. You know, that doesn't, you know, make you hard like it does me.
Yeah, well, grease will help.
Right. M18 Milwaukee grease gun.
Oh, Jesus. Dude. Very nice.
Oh, my. I'm greasing everything. Literally, I'm greasing everything. Love it, dude.
That's awesome.
The best purchase I've ever made.
Hell yes.
Ever made.
As a mechanic?
And, oh, dude, yeah. I used to have an old Lincoln. It was battery operated, but it just wasn't.
Wasn't smooth.
It wasn't a Milwaukee M18. That's all. That's all I gotta say, dude. Great, and it's got a pretty long hose,
so
I can like actually like reach in shit and like. Because the other one I would have to like jam into places because they only had like an 8-inch hose on it. You know, this one's got like at least a 36-inch hose. Like I'd loop it around and put it back. There's a little holder on the side.
Hell yeah!
And oh, dude, it's awesome. And
I feel for you
love
there.
Love it.
I understand that. I got a battery operated cock gun, so your
Cock,
boy's
yeah.
shooting cock. Like it's fucking nice.
The white stuff.
Oh yeah, shooting it everywhere. Fucking
Oh,
look out,
can't
ladies.
get enough.
God damn. No, it's good. Best under $100 purchase too.
Oh shit! It was under $100.
Under 100.
Wow.
Well, here's the
Mine
trick.
was not.
Yeah. Well,
Mine was not.
here's the trick. It's a
It was
little
under $3.
little thing I like to call Ryobi.
Oh, God, yeah.
So, It was like, Ryobi's trash. Bah, bah, bah. And I'm like, well,
I just wasn't gonna say
the $99, the $87 Ryobi caulk gun versus the Hilti $250, and the Ryobi was slimmer. You know, I'm like, I'll take.
I'm sure
take
Milwaukee
that.
makes one though.
Oh yeah, they do too. They all do. But that's another $200 purchase,
That's, yeah. Without a battery.
pretty much.
Or charger.
The problem is now that I'm doing copper, I'm like, oh god, I need to spend like $600 on like $800 on 2 pipe cutters, and you know, who the fuck am I kidding? It's Milwaukee. I need to spend $3,500 on a ProPress kit as well, and everything else. This shit's fucking ridiculous, ridiculously expensive.
I know. Yeah, you're talking. I know.
It's just
$600 impact guns. Yeah, I know.
Shit's expensive
And you
for
have to
something
get
that
like
doesn't
2
need to be.
different sizes, and then the wrench, and then the yeah, dude. Or the ratchet. I meant.
Yeah.
Which I don't like Milwaukee ratchet, which I think we've touched about.
We might
before.
have. Well, the ratchet is for the speed.
Yeah,
Not
but at
for
the
the-
same time, like you want to be able to use it as a ratchet. Like you can
Yes.
still use it.
Yes.
And Milwaukee's like it's good, but I've used a couple, and I feel like I'm gonna break them every time I do because they're plastic.
I
At
almost.
least the air one is all metal, and I can actually like crack a bolt loose and then hit it and get it out.
I understand that.
But I don't want to crank on a plastic handle.
The battery operated ratchets is a crazy one because I almost went Cobalt.
I actually
I
have
almost went Cobalt
a
because they
Cobalt-
have them.
I have a Cobalt 3/8 impact, and honestly, I love it. It has not let me down yet. It's just 24 volt Cobalt. I honestly cannot complain for $98
Yeah.
with the charger and the battery.
Every dickhead watching this that's a man that does tools is gonna have the fucking tool war.
I don't give a shit.
Tool
Yeah,
war.
but
What's your colors, brah?
at the same
And
time,
I'm like, fucking. At this point, they're all the same. They're
I have a
all pretty
rainbow,
much the
dude. I got
fucking same.
DeWalt stuff. I got
Yeah.
Milwaukee stuff. I got Cobalt. You know, I have a Hitachi drill. Like it.
Don't really matter.
Yeah, you get what comes through. Like
Exactly.
that's. I have Carlisle tools. I have Snap-on tools. I also have Harbor Freight tools, and yeah,
For the young bucks that shouldn't
It
be
doesn't
watching
matter.
this, it's like it doesn't matter, and it's also what's near you. Like
I
if
was
you're in a
getting to that.
small town and the only thing you
Cobalt?
have is Lowe's,
that's why.
then just go with the
That's
Flex
why I
or
went with that,
Cobalt or
because
whatever.
Literally right up the street from my work, like not far from home either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not far out of the way. It's like the equivalent to how Sears used to be with craftsmanship. That was the best, dude. Those were the best times. And I only remember that when I was like a child and like broke a wrench working on my bicycle or my dirt bike. You know what I mean?
It's like he's got the craftsman.
And my dad had to take me to Sears and Exton, the Exton Mall, to get my shit replaced. You know what I mean? But
Now you got TikTok shop.
and now Craftsman's Chinese and it sucks.
Exactly.
So,
Well, that's everything. Not everything, but like a lot of things are like
Yeah.
the TikTok shop
I don't
and stuff.
fuck with
It's
that,
like
dude.
you
I
can
don't buy
get like
nothing
all
off there.
kinds of.
it's pretty much Temu.
We got lasers off the TikTok shop,
Did you?
like DeWalt lasers. Like I'm like this line, that line, top line lasers off TikTok shop.
Damn.
They work. You know, I mean, if you're trying to do precision, I don't know if I trust it, but
Yeah.
like, shit works.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's the knockoff. I don't know. When it comes to like tools and shit like that, I do not like buying them offline.
Understandable.
That's
I like to
just
go
me.
to a store, be able to like see the fucking product. and be
Right, yeah, I'll
That's
go
what
like
I want.
Napa or like somewhere that actually sells the shit. You know, Home Depot carries Milwaukee, so we go there, and you know. But then again, you're a good 20, 25-minute drive to any Home Depot around here.
Yeah, this is true.
the closest one would probably be the one that way.
Yeah, the one that way is the gym I go to, so
But, well, there you go.
kind of fucked up. I'm all delirious and pumping iron.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, I'll put it on the credit card. Like,
Crazy. I don't even bother, dude.
the problem was pack out. That fucking, it is in the picture. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that vacuum is what started it up top.
That's beautiful.
That
though.
vacuum is what started my pack out obsession, and it's just like fucking the pack outs go taller than this fucking
Oh, I know.
garage now.
I know.
Like,
It's pretty much a rolling toolbox.
yeah,
I mean, it is. It is a rolling toolbox.
yeah. Until you trip over your jacket and you drop the damn thing down a flight of steps, and then and you break the fucking handles. And I'm not buying handles for it because there's goddamn fucking Milwaukee come out with it already. There's a low profile one,
Yeah.
so you can fit it under your tonneau cover.
Oh, shit.
That one you can't. You gotta lay it back like a fucking peasant. I'm like, who the hell, like, didn't think about this? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's that, unfortunately. But, yeah,
There you go.
there I go, I guess. It just seems like, I feel like I literally am getting worse at
Yeah.
my job.
Oh.
Like 100%. I feel like when I was young, I was like up, 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 and like even like doing the temp stuff. Then I was still up, not as high, but it's like now it's like I feel like I'm, just in a plane headed for Lancaster or whatever the fuck happened last plane crash. Like just, I feel like I'm Kobe like with this
Oh
shit
my
right now.
God.
It's fucked.
Mayday, Mayday.
Mm-hmm.
Richard's going down.
Pretty much. It's going down for real.
Oh, another thing. So you watched the new Kill Tony this week, right?
I have not.
Oh,
Where is
shit.
it on?
So
Is it
there's
on
this-
YouTube or Netflix?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. So I guess
that's
Netflix was just a special.
It was
they
just
did.
a one special? Okay, thank God.
I guess. I don't know.
That's probably
Because
a good
they
thing.
haven't added anything to it. Like this new one wasn't on there.
Huh.
Unless it is by now. I don't. It wasn't on Monday. So one of the guys he had on there, I didn't know was from Lancaster. One of the panelists.
Mhm.
But apparently he runs around with Shane Gillis and shit, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was Lee. It was Laramie Lee or some shit like that.
Laramie Lee sounds familiar.
Well, an African fellow, But no, he's funny as hell. Funny as hell.
From Lancaster?
But yeah, he said he was out in Lancaster when he first started. I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
damn, you're from around here, dude?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But hey, everyone starts somewhere.
It's true.
But it's crazy that he's from around here. Laramie Lee, I think his name was. But yeah,
I'll check that out.
so so I was playing Scrabble with my girlfriend the other day, all right? And my dog.
Oh, wait,
was
who's the
being-
old one here?
No. My
I'm sorry.
my dog was hanging out with us and shit. He started being a dickhead, and he ate a bunch of the fucking
Nice.
lettuce, all right?
Nice.
So I dropped him off at the vet. No word yet.
Be alright, don't pass it.
That went right over your head, didn't it? That was a joke.
You son
As
of a
in, like,
bitch.
he shits out.
Letters.
And no word yet.
No
though.
word yet? You son of a bitch.
God damn it, Richard.
Fuck. I'm here trying to be positive. Like, don't worry about your doggo. And you're there, there ain't even no words yet. The problem is, if he
That was
does, if he,
one of my dad's jokes for
Well.
the day.
your dad's babysitting him, and he does take a crap, he's gonna put his reading glasses on because he can't read shit without his glasses. Like,
Oh, that's
Lord.
actually pretty good too.
little Ron White.
Yep.
Good Lord. Ron White was on
He was on
JRE,
not that long.
Kill Tony and JRE.
He was on the Netflix one.
He was on the Netflix one, and then also,
JRE, huh? I heard Adam Sandler's on that. Is he?
I think he is. But the recent one I was surprised about was Big J Okerson was on
Was
JRE.
on JRE?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's like,
It went
it's
fast, but it was
comedy,
good.
but it's not.
Big J?
No, JRE. Like it's, I don't know. I don't feel.
Well, he had a
very-
podcast. He had a not a podcast. He had a special coming out. He has one out called
Big
They, Big J.
Yeah.
Then
He's
he's
great.
got another one on 420, which will be the Sunday, which is them. So
which is also Easter. How
yes,
do you feel about that? Marijuana smokers are going to be
smoking on Easter.
tainting the Lord's air.
Yeah,
on
okay.
Easter Sunday.
Well, Lord made it, so it'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know, on the eighth day, the Lord woke up and he's, "Ah, oh my me! I left marijuana growing everywhere."
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck! What did I do?
what did I do? They can't have any of that. Don't let them get the shrooms too. Fuck! They'll figure out who the fuck I really am. Oh no! Like,
Cocaine. Forgot about her.
we forgot, but we're coming back because we got summer plans for a new job. And if you keep seeing that fucking meme go around.
And then opium.
Yeah. Good Lord, opium.
That was bad. That's a bad thing.
That's a bad thing. It was bad, but it's not bad enough for us to crash 2 planes in our own buildings to start a war to supply opium. We would never do that. Ever. America would never do that.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I do, but I'm just trying to deny it.
Oh, okay. All right. We
No.
plead the fifth.
No.
Yeah, definitely. It
I
was
was in kindergarten.
weapons of mass destruction. Ignore those pictures of soldiers standing in opium fields. Ignore that. Ignore it. Did not happen.
But no. Yeah, I was in kindergarten when that happened.
I was in elementary school.
I was going to say probably like third grade.
I was in fifth.
Second grade. No, there's no way you're that much older than me.
No, I was in fifth. Because I remember,
in
because I
kindergarten.
clearly moved to.
You're 6 years older than me?
No, I'm 4.
Yeah, so you were in third grade. I
Fourth.
was in kindergarten,
I was in 4th grade.
maybe.
I was for sure, because I wasn't in public school, I was in biblical
Oh, okay,
school.
yeah.
That would have been 4th or 5th grade. Because I remember getting off, and I was definitely in biblical school. And the teacher was like, "It's the end of times, the Lord's coming back, you better repent." They weren't that
Oh.
bad, no.
Hail Mary.
They were just like, "Hey, kids, go home. They'll figure it out." You know.
Yep, pretty much same here.
At least everyone was patriotic. Speaking of patriotic, you know what I saw for the first time today in a long while?
The bald eagle.
Almost as patriotic. In America's standards, it comes third from bald eagle, beer, and what I saw, truck nuts.
No.
In the longest time. Silver truck nuts. Yeah, silver truck nuts. But here's the thing. It was, oh, that's America. But then whoever it was completely fucked it on a Nissan truck. And not a new one. Like
So
a
they were Asian nuts.
Asian. Well, I mean, fucking,
No, they were Asian
they were Asian nuts.
at that point.
But then they had a Punisher fucking skull
They're attached.
on
to
the
the
on the tailgate as well. Like Punisher skull on the tailgate and then silver truck nuts.
Okay, so this guy.
Who's undercover cop probably. Hey, you guys, you want to smoke the marijuanas?
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna say he's an Asian.
yeah.
Wow.
Probably the most oxymoron thing ever is support the police banner with the Punisher logo. For sure, oxymoron. By far. Yeah, good one. But
But,
we support our police and we support those that punish justly. Shh. But, like,
I mean, I support the police to an extent.
yeah,
Yeah.
we to extend on both.
To serve and protect.
And collect.
After that, you guys are fucking assholes. Not gonna lie.
Hey.
Like, Yeah, I'm not downing you. You know what I mean? I get it. Your job's hard. You might get shot by some black guy, but
You motherfucker.
I'm just sorry. It could be any. It could be any skin color.
Son of a bitch.
People are crazy in all shapes and forms and colors. And yeah, I get it. Your job's hard, you know. But like, motherfucker, when you're sitting in a parking lot with your lights off, clocking traffic, like that's fucking entrapment. Like, that's like, come on, man. You're at that point. You're
The police were never meant to be road pirates.
just exactly. You're
That's
road
the thing.
pirating.
That's the problem. The road pirating problem is the biggest one. That's why I like the town that we're close to, because over the
They
hill, because they
really-
do not road pirate,
No.
but they will show up in force if there's domestic disputes
Oh,
and
yeah,
shit like
exactly.
that.
No, they
And
care
they
about
will-
the main.
They care about
And they get
people.
it,
Like,
Well, it's because small town shit. That's how it is.
mhm.
You get anywhere close to any like bigger town or city, road pirates.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
literally,
rough one.
it's because they hire so many police, and then they don't know what to do with the rest of them, so they're just out there driving around
Yeah.
and
The,
sitting.
the worst is it's like because they expanded everything with the kind of like you can hire whoever now, where it's like you'll get somebody who's like 5'5", 300 pounds, man or woman
Right.
that is in that
Or both.
department or both, and it's like,
One of the seven.
what are they doing
contenders.
here? It's like there's two people on this recent job site that I've been on that are female, which I don't have a
Oh,
problem
that's
with.
legit. No, I
Well,
fucking
there's
love that.
well, there's more than that, but there's two in particular that are like very small, very
Yeah.
small. One small, skinny. One small, very plump. But like half of me is like, what are you doing? Like,
Here, like
you could be
yeah, the
anything. but
No, dude, they can. Exactly, they could be anything.
they can be anything.
So if they want to be a fucking contractor,
They can be a contractor.
they're a goddamn contractor.
Yeah,
And I do not put that past them at all, dude.
Jesus, okay.
I'm
Sure.
just saying. I get it.
There
You're
are some-
surrounded by thirsty ass men.
Yeah, it's
Like,
like, a
that- I know
weird
where you were
thing. That's
going with that.
I'm going with the thing of where
No,
it's like
I get that, but
because
dude,
like I'm not a perv, but then like the
Right.
creepy old man's like, and I'm like fuck
I
off,
see it,
dude. Like
no, like
you know.
I've had women come work my job and
Yeah.
go out and do ground
I've-
crew.
there's
mow
some
grass,
badass
you know,
women that work
operate
my crew and
machinery,
everything.
and
Yeah.
I do not put them down for that at all, dude. Fuck yeah, they fought for their right to be able to do that shit.
Does it boggle
Social
your
media,
yeah? When
and,
it
like,
does it
all that.
boggle your mind when you're talking to somebody and you're like, yeah, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he's like, who's that?
Yeah, no,
We're
it
like, where the
happens a lot.
fuck have you been,
It happens a
motherfuckers?
lot.
Like, yeah.
Because at my work, it's just a bunch of fucking country farm boys, Mexicans, and old retired people
Yeah.
that know nothing about anything that's going on at all today.
Well, it's
Like that's
it's kind of you might be able to relate to this with your parents.
yeah.
But like my parents have YouTube,
Oh,
so I'm like, you can watch anything on YouTube. You can watch this on YouTube. Maybe
No,
you are. I don't know
my
why you are,
parents-
but you can.
are very behind the times.
So I understood the first part of their YouTube journey. Their
Yeah.
algorithm was not The Price is Right. What's that when you spin the fucking wheel? Then can I get a letter
Wheel of
Q?
Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. That was like their first thing. I get that. Like that was their time. They're reliving it. Yeah, I get that.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
Andy and Mayberry.
Oh,
Bup, bup,
fuck
bup.
yeah, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, I get
Fuck
that.
yeah. No, my parents are the same way.
You know what they're watching now?
what?
They're literally watching the Australian like when you fly into Australia
Yeah.
and the people that like check you for narcotics and stuff like that. That's what they're watching.
Yeah.
First off, how the fuck is that a show? And it's like it's so racist because it's like we've seen another Chinese person coming here. We're gonna pat them down for drugs and narcotics. And it's like, Chung Li has gotten a little bit too many medical prescriptions in her bag, so we're gonna take her out back and talk to her now. Like, literally, that's every episode. Mr. Chung Li or
No, I
Mrs.
can
Chung Li.
relate, though,
Like,
because,
I'm like, how is this, like, I know we shouldn't be entertaining. We shouldn't be a thing right now. But that, I'm like, who the
That
fuck
part
is
was
watching this? And then I'm like, oh, my parents are watching this. What the fuck?
Honestly, you would probably get if people are watching that. I could go to the Philly airport and just film the TSA.
That's what it
And
is.
probably
It's
get more
Australian.
views
It's Australian
because
TSA.
The shit Philly comes out
Oh.
with, dude. Like, no.
Fucking another thing with the trips, because I talked about it last time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a pro because I did traveling, so it's like not a pro sneaking. I don't fucking sneak shit. I don't fuck with that. But like, I'm a pro just getting the fuck through. And I'm waiting in line. There's a black couple in front of me, and dude's got sweatpants on. Which, yeah, of course you're gonna have sweatpants. You're on the fucking plane at this point.
Yeah.
But like, you got to get in the X-ray machine, stand your feet, stand up like this, scan. Now he's got a wad of cash in a rubber band. Like, he's got the wad up here, and then he's constantly readjusting his pants with the thing, and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, you should just put that in your carry-on, like, you know. But he didn't do that. He's holding the wad and all that, and I'm like, oh no, like, I know what's happening.
Yep.
And like, as soon as he gets through, like, we're gonna have to wand you down, blah blah blah. Like, you gotta step to the side, sir. And he's arguing with them. His chick,
course he is.
his chick starts mouthing off, and I'm like, oh. But like, I got my hat and like my hoodie. I go, I always fucking
Take the hat off. Yep.
we'll take the hat off. God. No, we're cutting that. Fucking, I take the hat off, and I fucking walk through. I go like this to the security guy with the hat, and he's like, "Nah, you good?" Like, he already knows. He's on boom, boom.
You know what to do.
Like, I know what to do.
You got it.
We're through. You know.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we had one of our friends with us. This poor girl, sweet girl, but she was all nervous just about flying. You
Yeah.
know. So they could tell she was nervous. So they're like, "Oh, you gotta wander down," and blah blah blah, this that, and the other. If you're like, they're like, "I'm in a hurry," yeah, all right, blah. They're like, "All right, we get it." Like, you've been here before. But that guy's getting patted down. Chick is just yammering away at the security and him, like, "Come on, Darnell," blah blah. I'm like, "Oh, we're getting the fuck out of here." Like, as soon as our friend, she got through, we grab her, like, "You get the fuck out of this mess."
Yeah.
But I don't know where the fuck I was going with that.
No, dude.
Neither do I. Welcome to 5 Beers Deep,
No, we were talking about the Australian.
Australian TSA.
yeah.
How the TSA would go.
How your parents are watching that on YouTube. Yeah, no, so like I've recently, my parents, I bought them a Roku.
Oh, there you go.
Like, they are very, like, they can barely, like, they'll call and text on their phones. That's it.
Aye.
Like, my dad can barely work a computer. Like, probably wouldn't be able to do shit. The only thing he ever uses a computer for is just to do fucking emissions tests on cars. Because that's what he does for a living.
Aye.
And that's just like a preset. It's not the actual internet. Like, I don't think he would be able to work like Internet Explorer. I really don't think he would. So, like, I bought them a Roku. Okay. My dad has always known about, like, YouTube and shit, but he's not good with computers, so he never, like... So, the Roku has YouTube, and then, I don't know if you remember, like, when Hulu was just, like, a website that you could watch, like, anything for free all the time.
Yeah.
My dad used to fuck around with that at work at lunchtime. He'd put it on the break room for the guys. And then Hulu became its own, like, thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, my dad kind of remembers that shit. But, like, I hooked him up with Netflix and Hulu and Paramount.
Nice.
That's, like, and Prime. Those are the things
damn.
I pay for.
Like, son of the year over here. Fuck.
I order a lot of shit off Amazon, so it makes sense to have Prime.
Of course.
You know?
Yeah.
And then Hulu with the ads, $7 a month.
Not bad.
Same thing with freaking Netflix is, I think, $8 with ads. not a big deal. And then I had to have Paramount because I watched the. I don't know if you fucked with it yet, but it's called Landman.
No.
It's made by the same guy that makes Yellowstone.
Okay. Okay.
But it's about like the oil rig industry, and it's fucking Billy Bob Thornton
Oh, nice.
as the main character. Dude,
My nerdy ass. I thought you were gonna say The Boys.
no,
Like,
great fucking show.
I believe it.
Great fucking show. But that's why I got that. But that's over with. But I still watch all kinds of shit on there because they have like South Park and all the good shit.
Of course.
You know.
They're coming out with a new one here soon.
So I hooked them up with all 4 of those, and they are just going crazy. Like, just oh my god, I can watch this again and that again, and dude.
Until they get Spotify.
No,
I try to get my mom onto Spotify.
They don't do a whole lot of like listening to music and that kind of shit.
I
You
got
know?
you. Well, my parents got a new used vehicle. And
Oh,
that's
okay.
smart. You know, he don't fucking buy brand new, but he's
Yeah.
just got a new one. And he's like, well, it's got a Bluetooth and all that and an SD card, and we filled this SD card up with music. And I'm like, you have a smartphone, get Spotify. It's just, well, what's that? You know, like, just start listening to gospel music, and it'll adjust, and you'll get your Bill Gaithers and your whatever, you know.
Right.
type sort
Yeah,
of thing.
no, it'll acclimate to you.
Mm.
Yeah. No, my parents don't do a whole lot of that. I mean, my dad listens to fucking AM radio still.
God damn.
Yeah. So that's how that goes. Every time I get in one of my vehicles after he drives it, AM radio. Or it's just like 94.1 or 93.3.
The news is a crazy
know?
one. Like, I watched the news yesterday for the first time in years.
KYW News Radio.
No, Fox.
Oh shit.
I had my buddy's father down here. He stopped by, and he's like, hey, do you got, because I was showing him podcast stuff, and he was like, you got Fox News on your computer? Because he was like, there's he's like, there might be a Japanese guy that's going to be going on from Japan, and if he goes on, I'm going to do a online trade or something. And I was like, yeah, sure, you know, if I can get Fox News on. And fucking, this definitely added to the, like, feeling, like, the sad feeling yesterday.
Oh jeez.
It was like this whole thing where, like, now you see the whole, I can't believe you're deporting illegal immigrants stuff. And it was like the special guest was like, lady came on with another lady, and they're talking about this Maryland governor. He like went over to somewhere down south past our border.
Yeah.
And was trying to get some guy back out of jail that they literally sent there, who's like part of, not the cartel, but one of those things. And it's like, this guy's trying to get this guy back, this Democrat, and like, it's not, like, whatever they're doing, it's like super uncool and unjust and all that.
Shit.
Like, trying to bring these people back. And I'm like, okay. And they're like, yeah, he's a wife beater, blah, blah, blah. And we have the mother of one of his rape victims on. And I was like, what? And then the mother comes on and tells that story in full detail. And I'm like, looking at the TV, I'm looking at him, and I'm like, this is why I don't watch the fucking news.
Thank you.
Like, I would rather have somebody on the news say the F word that's bad for gays and the N word than listen to a mother be like, and then he bludgeoned her 27 times against the rocks. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, fucking. Yeah.
And this was on Fox.
This is on Fox News Live, and I'm like,
I love
all right,
Fox,
but you
goddamn.
can't say fuck. I'm saying fuck right now, so demonetized. But you can say he bludgeoned her 25 times against the rocks. Like, that's fucked up.
Insane.
That's so insane. Like, Jesus Christ.
That is wild.
Yeah. So, let's round up all of these people that are like that and build the border wall out of their bodies. We'll do that one.
Oh,
I say we do that. I say we do that. Like,
okay.
you know, it's hard crossing
Build the wall.
out of the corpses of those that do that stuff. How about we do that? It's hard to cross a border wall that's got flies and decomposing bodies of
Well,
pieces of
listen-
shit.
Listen to this.
Like,
Do you know why Mexico doesn't have an Olympic team?
why?
Because everyone that can run, jump, or swim is already here.
Fuck's sake. All right, I gotta pee.
So do I.
Fuck yeah.
Perfect, dude.
Fuck
like
yeah.
literally, I've
I
been
gotta
holding
pee.
it
Same here.
just because you were going on. I'll go left, you go right.
All right. That was rough.
You've just been going on, and I didn't want to like interrupt. You know.
It's all good, man. I had to get that shit off the chest.
That's the end of this podcast. We have another hour left. We'll save it for the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Beers in a Bush.